Weekdays at 6.
Thanks for watching us tonight. Rochester Public School students, staff, and faculty will very likely be wearing a mask inside the classroom this fall.
Recommending a mask mandate is just one piece of the district's safe learning plan. Interim Superintendent Dr. Kent Pickell released a proposal that he believes will allow for a safe and open school year.
And our Barrett Leone spoke with Dr. Pickell this morning to hear more about his proposal and what this fall could look like for a lot of people. Barrett.
Yeah, well, Tom and Caitlin, Rochester Public Schools will be back in session in just over 2 weeks, and today we're getting a better picture of what exactly that will look like.
Class is almost in session, and as COVID-19 case numbers continue to surge,
the variant we're dealing with now is not the same one that many of the studies that were done showing very low risk of transmission in schools last year.
What I think we once all thought and hoped, which is that little kids don't get sick from COVID, is just not true.
Rochester Public Schools Interim Superintendent Dr. Kent Pickell has a plan.
The critical thing I think we learned last year, kids do not do well, families do not do well when our schools are closed. So the priority is to keep them open and kids learning.
Dr. Pickell is suggesting universal masking and social distancing of 3 feet or more inside RPS buildings.
We've got to go back to masks for all our kids and all our staff, and also volunteers and providers who work in our schools too.
It's a recommendation top health experts are echoing.
I think masking is important. We have to have adequate masking.
Pickell says it's a trade-off. All extracurricular activities, volunteering, and field trips should be allowed as long as everyone is wearing masks.
We're still really bringing our schools back to life, and frankly doing everything that we can to avoid having to go to a full distance learning model again.
In a voluntary and anonymous form, Pickell would like staff, volunteers, and parents of students to report vaccination status. While it's an optional report, Pickell says having that data would allow the district to better plan and give COVID-related recommendations.
It would allow us to have a strategy that isn't a one-size-fits-all across the district. We could be treating schools differently based upon their actual data.
All in hopes that schools stay open.
I think schools have to have both prepared in-class materials and programs as well as online.
And stay safe.
We keep our schools open, we keep our kids learning, but we're going to have to modify a little more than we wish we had to.
Dr. Pickell is also asking the board to consider delegating future decisions about face mask use to him as interim superintendent. He wants the board to establish criteria to allow him to make administrative decisions about facial coverings quickly, similarly to how snow days are decided. The mask mandate itself will come to a vote on Tuesday night's school board meeting. There will also be an opportunity for public input regarding the other aspects of Dr. Pickell's safe learning plan. If you'd like to take a closer look at the proposal, we'll attach a PDF to the web version of this story at kettc.com. Tom, Caitlin.